Hello, future bestsellers, friends, everybody. We're super glad that you guys are here today. We are, getting ready for the holidays and all of that stuff. So that's pretty awesome. Still trying to get some writing in at the end of the year. So I'm excited about that. Hi, I'm Lisa Daly. I want to start this off well, but I'm clearly not going to do that. I was just saying to Carol and Michelle, like I'm having like some kind of day today where my brain's all spacey and weird. So we'll see how that goes with the live stream. Yeah, right. So speaking of Carol and Michelle, welcome, fabulous co-hosts. Why don't you guys introduce yourself? Let's start with Caro and tell the fine folks a little bit about you.
Hello, my name is Kara Brown. I'm an urban fantasy author. I also write romance under the name of Faye Black. I'm here today to work on a short story I have coming out. And by work on, I mean I'm just giving it the final proofread before it comes out next Thursday. So that's what I'll be working on. Thanks for having me.
You're so welcome. I want to talk to you later in the stream about how you're seeing the rapid release of shorts. So
yeah, sure.
Yeah, I want to talk about that a little bit. So we also have Story Detective just popped in. I'm going to keep going around. We're very glad to see you. I'm going to keep going around the circle. Michelle, why don't you tell us a little about you and your awesome channel? And then we'll go to Robert.
Thanks, Lisa. I'm Michelle Schusterman. I'm a middle grade and young adult author, and my YouTube channel is Writing Workshops, Traditional Publishing Chat, and Writing Vlogs.
Thank you very much for being here. We all love your channel. Story Detective, super glad to see you here today. Tell us all a little bit about you and your channel before we get started.
Well, I'm Robert Jones, and my channel is The Story Detective, where I take my experience from working in places like Marvel Comics and with other writers and storytelling experience, put it under a Sherlockian microscope rather, and write down the craft in hopes of making your craft journey easier. Big changes coming up for the channel. I am working on YouTube video scripts today to launch the coming year.
Yay! We are all very excited about that. That is totally awesome. Hi, everybody. I'm Lisa Daly. I'm a former traditionally published author. I guess once you're traditionally published, you're always traditionally published, right? Anyway, I'm now a hybrid author. I have some trad, some indie. And if you want to write a book you're super proud of and get it published, this is an awesome channel to start with. All right, let's say hey to some of our friends in the chat. Dun, dun, dun. RC is here. He's got his coffee all ready. Very nice. Swinton, hello. We're super glad to see you today. What are you guys all working on? Let us know in the chat what you're planning on working on today. RC, got an outline for a new story, mostly planning for the next couple of weeks. Can I tell you what my plans are for the next couple of weeks?
Yes.
Nothing. Lie around, watch Hallmark movies, like, mainline some eggnog. That's my job. That's what I'll be doing for the next 2 weeks. Speaking of which, we will not be doing the live stream over the next 2 weeks just because of the holidays. I know lots of folks are traveling and all of that. So I think that means our next one will be January 4th. So just know if we're not here next week, that's why. All right. Very, very happy to see you, RC. Yeah, right. This is super important. It's funny that you should say this, and maybe we want to make this one of our topics today, because I've had this, like, where I really cut down, like, as much as I have a very ambitious schedule for publishing over the next and projects over the next year. I also have cut a ton of stuff way back so that I could actually accomplish that. And right. So it's not just about like, how can I make 900 hours worth of work fit into 33 hours? It's like, what are the things that are really important to me that I really, really want to take care of? And what are the things that I can take off my list? Which is hard, right? Because I don't know if you're like me, but I would like to do everything all the time and still have a lot of time to hang around and be a bum. So anyway, hello, Becca. We are very glad to see you here today. Cool Gamers here. Hello. Laura, hi. We're super glad to see you today. Shannon's here. Thank you very much. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Shannon's working on some new YouTube shorts. I feel like everybody's doing that. Now, Michelle and I did a little accountability thing earlier last month, and it was delightful.
Yes.
Right. And the shorts were kind of fun. Although I will say Michelle wrote her words in the morning and she looked all cute and perky. And I wrote mine in the late part of the day. And I looked like somebody run over me with a truck. But but you know what? It was still awesome.
Yes.
So I probably won't, right? I probably won't be using those videos if I want to go into shorts modeling. but it was really fun, and they don't take quite as long as you would think. Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Cool Gamer. That's very, very sweet. Amy's here. Hello, Amy. We're super glad to see you today. Cool Gamer, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. Heather's here. Hello, Heather. Oh no notifications. That's not good. Well, you made it right on time. So 11 a.m. Wednesday. Anyway, so great, fantastic. Okay, so Swinton researching latest book, crocheting scarves for Christmas presents during the breaks. Oh, I love that. That's awesome. So I could not crochet now. Oh, I don't know. That's not true. Maybe if you put like a big hunk of yarn in my hand and a crochet needle, I could, like, muscle memory would just make it happen. But when I was like a little kid, I loved to like crochet with my grandmother, like sit on the couch, and I don't know what I was making, like pretty much a pot holder or just one really long string. But like I have some good memories about that. Tina, hello. We're super, super glad to see you. Hello, Shadow Slayer. Oh, thank you so much. We're so glad you're here today. And thanks for the like. We really do appreciate it. Very, very nice. Everybody's glad to see each other today, which I love. All right. So let's go around really fast. I know, Caro, you mentioned what you were going to work on today. Story Detective, what are you going to work on today?
My YouTube scripts for today.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Wait, did I miss you too? No, Carol, and you're working on editing your short story. Michelle, what are you working on today? Ghostwriting thing.
Yeah.
All right. And I will be working again still on Hockey Romance.
Yay.
Yay. I know. Super excited about that. Okay, guys. So I'm so close. So close. All right. So everybody, let us know what you're going to be working on in the chat if you haven't already. I am going to pull up a 5-minute sprint. Now, as I was about to do this, I noticed that there was a thing for an extra camera, which if you guys saw the Boozy Planorama, Caro and I did little planner cams last week, last Sunday, which was very different, but I gave it its own seat on StreamYard, and I knew there was a way to do it, but I couldn't figure it out. So anyway, and there it was right in front of me. All right. This wants to go to 2. So we're going to start with our 5-minute warm-up sprint and just get our docks open, get our waters, do all that awesome stuff while we've got the 5 minutes. Or if you're ready for a quick, then we can do that too. All right, everybody, let's hit the ground running in 3, 2, 1. All right. Very nice. I think I've got to unmute myself. Sorry. You guys know, like, I totally went to go mute myself and drop myself out of the stream. So I apologize. When I came back, I was unmuted. So sorry about that for a couple seconds. Anyway, so how's it going? How'd everybody do in that last sprint?
It went well, but you know, I'd do better if not for the sun glaring. You know, we've had nothing but gray days and snow, and then we're
Right.
expecting more tomorrow. But today we have a day where there's so much sun, I'm like a vampire that's walking outside. So
That is so funny. Oh my goodness gracious. That is hilarious. So that is really funny. So how did everybody do on your sprints? And let us know too, like what you are what you're working on today, if you have not already done that for us. All right, fantastic. So what would I should have written this down. What did I say we were going to talk about? Oh, I wanted to talk about Caro's rapid release.
You wanted to talk about 3 different things. So
of short stories. Let's write those down now, shall we? Okay, so the first one was Caro's rapid release of shorts and whether or not you're seeing any movement from that. Like what you're feeling, how you're feeling about this. And then what was the other one? Anybody remember?
It was something you said to Michelle.
I missed all that, so I'm clueless here.
You're excused. That's okay. Okay, if anybody in the comments remembers what we were talking about, then yes, that's what we'll do. Oh, were we talking about time? We were going to talk about time, about like sort of deciding what's important and what's not important. If you're
priorities,
you
prioritizing. Wanted to talk about that.
Okay, and I don't remember what this. And the third thing to be named later, if we happen to remember that. Okay, so let us know what you guys are working on if you have not already. Oh, look, Mr. Gray's here. Hello, we are super glad to see you today. Vixen's here. Hello, Vixen. Very, very glad to see you, Nia. Nia's fixing herself a little cup of tea. BookTube Goddess is here. Just got caught up in a Jesse Owens rant video about a review that Babel was racist against whites.
What's Babel?
I don't know. Is it a book? Is it the Bible story? Is it?
My first thought was the city. Yeah, I was like,
yeah. All right. I'm curious. All right. Interesting. Okay. And so, got some water. Very nice. I don't know. I feel like, have I missed the entire internet because I don't know about the rant video? I don't know about the dance. I'm just not cool anymore, you guys. Okay. I know this is a big shock. I'm pretty sure I was never cool. Eva has been playing with books, just went through my indie shelf. Did I get a duplicate book when I went to a local book market a week ago? Yes, I did. I have done that with books I really love. I go, oh, I keep hearing about this book, and I buy it again. And then I realize, oh, it was me. I already had it. I was the one talking about it. It was like an entire circle just wrapped around my brain. So, okay, Babel is a book and a language program, historical fantasy, dark academia. All right, very nice. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's not go into that thing. Hi, Catherine. we are very, very glad to see you today. Be aware my in key is sticking, so Typo Queen will be in the house working on a draft of next year's Christmas story. Oh, I love that you're working on a Christmas story. All right, what's the genre? Is it a Christmas romance? Is it Christmas horror? Christmas mystery? Christmas. I know I keep wanting to do one and I haven't, but you're smart to start now and work on it for next year, and then you'll have it all out. My S key duplicates, which I need to take to. This has been going on forever, and I just want to get a new computer, but I'm waiting for the new MacBook Pros to come out, and I can't. I keep thinking like, oh, I could just take it to the Genius Bar and they could fix it, but then I can't be without my laptop for any amount of time. So yeah. All right. Vixen has also totally pulled a Lisa and repurchased a book on multiple occasions. Actually, probably not. It's probably just a writer thing. We probably all do it. So, all right, you guys, let us know what you're working on. So before we get rolling into our first 20-minute writing sprint, I would like an update, Carol, on how your short story rapid releasing is going. How many have you released so far?
I've released one a week since the start of December, so this is the third week. So I have the third one coming out tomorrow.
And how many more are you planning? You doing through I can't remember if you said through December or the end of the year.
No, I'm gonna do it all the way up until like the first week of March. Because it's from Hope Ford. I think I always get the front and back mixed up. But it's from her book, and she was talking about how she made like $1,000 to $3,000 a month, with short stories. And she says she basically spent 1 month writing short stories and released them once a week over the following 3 weeks. Yeah. And so I was like, well, I would also like to have an additional $1,000 in my bank account. So, I was like, I'll give it a shot and see how it works. And you're asking for the analytics, so I was just kind of reviewing that while you were talking. I've had a couple of things that have happened. There's definitely been an uptick in sales, but I will say that one of the things that continues to keep selling is actually the tarot book. So,
are you talking about this tarot book right here?
God,
this
you're doing
book?
What I Do to People. Yeah, that book. Yeah, that book.
This book is called Caro's Tarot. Now, is that by Carol Brown? Look at that.
That's my name. Yeah,
that's a big, thick book.
I had a lot to say.
I'm thinking that book would be, that could make an excellent Christmas gift if somebody had a family member who was interested in tarot or just starting out, because it's really very detailed. It's got some great pictures in there. Or, if you're a tarot person like myself, I enjoy a little tarot. I bought this one for me. So I would, if I'm going to give that for gifts, I would need to buy additional copies. It's how that works, right?
This is what it feels like. I understand. Thank you.
Anyway, Caro's Tarot in stores now. Yeah, no, I really love it. So I had like a surprise tarot reading the other day. And I came right home and like thumbed through Tarot's book Tarot. We're just gonna call you Tarot now. Through Caro's book to see what does it all mean. So all right, cool. Okay, so you're seeing some more traction. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the discussion of your short strat.
How dare you interrupt me to promote my work? I'm so offended.
Your short strategy. So okay, so 3 weeks. Are you seeing more? You said it's helping with the sales of Caro's Tarot.
Yeah, so I mean that's obviously where like the big uptake is, which it kind of doesn't help me very much, because then when I'm trying to give you data, I'm kind of like, well, there's this spike right before. But
I think that's very helpful, because what I'm hearing is that you publishing multiple shorts is pushing your backlist of full-length books. That is what I'm hearing. And also fiction and nonfiction, which that's a hard jump to make. A lot of times your nonfiction does not push your fiction. So I'm very interested that your fiction is maybe helping to push your nonfiction a little bit.
Yeah, and one of the other things I did is the first short story, actually, so it's like Naughty December, right? So I'm basically finishing up the entire Bounding Gag series, as I like to affectionately call it. And one of the things that I did was I actually took the first short story that's been out for almost 2 years, and I just made it Kindle Unlimited, so people can go and like give that a test at this point, and then they can look at the rest of them. I'll probably at some point put the rest of them on the Kindle Unlimited, but I don't want to do that first just because, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Courtney, I think it's Courtney Fox.
Courtney Milan,
No, not Courtney Milan. She's an AuthorTuber as well. She went full-time author, and she did a video about how Kindle Unlimited basically like completely tanked her sales and like screwed her and her co-writer over.
Yeah.
And so because of that, when I put stuff on pre-order, I don't immediately release it on the Kindle Unlimited, but I do plan at some point to do so. I just don't want to say when on the line, so that way people start a timer for when they can do that. So
I totally get that. I know series are like if it was with
Courtney Project. Thank you, Mary. Thank you.
okay, with KU, you really have to be like for a series, you either have to be all in or all out, because if you put the first book up in the series on KU, the KU readers get really mad if they can't read the rest of the series, and the last thing you want to do is piss off people like that. So it's one of those things you really have to think about ahead of time. Let's look. There we go. So somebody just popped up. Thank you very much, Mary Wimbley. We really appreciate that. Very nice. Oh, look. Thank you, Eva. That was so kind of you. What? Look at that. Eva's like already has somebody in mind to gift for the holidays.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Catherine, so glad you're here. I had a book that loaned out several times. I wound up buying 4 copies of the same book. I'd always into a Christmas story. I wrote one for Nano last year. It was released later. Hold on. Later than I would have liked. One learns from one's mistakes. I will start revising this one and order a cover very early. Yeah, definitely. I know. I feel like I saw the Christmas romance started popping up like around October this year. And I definitely saw them even earlier than that, probably August, like late July on NetGalley. So there we go. RC says, push the backlist. Yes, always true. Very, very nice. Okay, good. Very nice. Good job. Paget's here. Hello, Paget.
Wait, do you want me to answer that question?
Yes, I do. I just want to say hi to Paget.
Okay.
So we're back.
Okay,
Here we go.
Sorry. I didn't mean to backseat drive your stream. The answer is yes. That's part of the thing from Hope Ford's book, is that at the end of the month, if she's writing them in a series, she would have them as a box set.
Yeah, I think that is really fantastic. The other thing, too, is that you could probably use some of those short stories in other box sets as well. If you're doing partnerships with other authors to do a box set, I think that's fantastic. Just formatting a different format for the same content is always, always good. Very nice. Shannon pipes in. Yes. Fantastic. Love that. Love that. Love that. That's great. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. Thank you so much for sharing that. So are you feeling like, I know it's only been 3 weeks, but how's the schedule been for you so far? Like the upload schedule?
Well, I pre-wrote everything like back in September and then got it mostly edited in October. And what I'm really doing is like that final read through before I upload it to the Kindle. So it's been fine, but I also front loaded the work. If you were asking me to do this once a week, I couldn't do it because I really do need an editor. Absolutely. So
most of us do.
Yeah.
And this is the same sort of strategy that you're using, Robert, right? You're pre-writing in order to rapid release later. Yeah, I think that's I know authors that try to keep up with a rapid release schedule with writing, and if you've been doing that for a while, I know plenty of authors who release that way, and God bless them, because I can't. I need more time.
Yeah. And for me, rapid release isn't going to be like every couple of months. If I come up with 2 or 3 books that I can launch in my first year, great.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. And I think that's plenty of time in between books. So Eva has a really good question here, and I too hope the answer is yes.
Yeah, so what I want to do, Ava, is I actually want to get to the end of the experiment itself so I can kind of tell you guys what worked and didn't work. And that way I can give you like not knee-jerk reaction data, but like something that I've looked, and I can like give you graphs and stuff like that to review. So because it is holidays, so some folks may be buying things because they're stuck somewhere and don't have anything to do. So I want to see if over the course of 13 weeks, if it continues to go up. So yes, I will do that. And I just want to make sure that I have enough data to do some kind of presentation with. So
excellent. Fantastic. Love that. Love that. All right. Hold on. I got lost in the comments there for a second. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and do our very first 20-minute sprint today. Let's get rolling. All right, here we go. So this is a funny thing for some reason. Do I have the wrong timer up? Apparently not. I don't know why it would be like that. This makes me nervous. Hold on. We're going to I just stop this for a second. I have another one up. Hold on. I have like an emergency backup timer. Ooh, no, I don't. Oh no. Okay, hold on just one second.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes, that would be awesome.
Hudson, I would be very happy to do that. I don't remember where the link to sign up is. I'll try and find you on Instagram later and ask that question.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. All right, hold on. For some reason, this is delayed. All right. We've got it now. Okay. Sharing the screen already. There we go. Okay, guys. Let's get ready to start sprinting. Get your little fingers ready. Get your documents out. Open, ready to roll. Take a giant sip of your water and stretch those little fingers. And let's get rolling in 3, 2, 1. Sprint. I cannot manage to push the buttons, you guys. Oh my God, I'm the worst. I'm like pushing it. I take myself off. It's like it's like I have little pickle fingers today. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good to have pickle fingers. All right. So, so how'd everybody do in that last one?
Pretty
I did
good.
really well.
Yeah, that's great. That's really awesome. I was looking at some potential covers for the hockey romance. She's not done yet, but I'm super excited about where we're going. So, yay. Anyway, you guys will see those soon.
Yay.
Yay, super, super exciting. So the other thing that I wrote it, I was like, oh, I better write this stuff down because I'll forget it. And I think we all know that I would. How'd you guys do in the chat? Let us know how you did on your sprint. We're going to say howdy, howdy. Look who showed up. Hello, Lainey. We are super glad to see you here. I'm very glad to see you doing planning. That actually works. That it actually works with what we're going to talk about, which is about like how to decide what not to do, because I think that's sometimes harder than deciding what we want to do. I don't know. Is that just me? I see Michelle nodding.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's harder to decide what not to do.
Sometimes, yeah.
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 The other,
Guys.
yeah. So one of the things, so I have an opportunity to do a project that would, that's in my wheelhouse that I would make a decent amount of money doing, but I would have to take something off my list that's important to me, and I don't want to do that.
Hmm.
And I would really been thinking about that all morning about like, it's always, you always hate to turn down any project that you would be like, oh yeah, I could do a good job with this and I'd enjoy it. But like to just go, okay, if I do this, I have to take something off this list of things I've already culled down as the most important things. And I guess that's one good thing about planning out your 2023 or your next year or your next quarter or whatever, is because then you know all the things that you already have on your plate.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's a little
Georgie
easier.
says I need to learn to let some things go because I'll come up with a whole bunch of plans, and when I don't get them done, they'll sort of not together, and then I'll be frustrated, and I'm not making as much progress in any one of them because I'm trying to get them all done.
Yeah.
So taking time off this past year, I really learned that some things were getting in the way of what was really important, and I think it's been helpful to step back and take a look at that.
Yeah. I think that's such good advice. And I think I can't remember if we talked about this last week. Like, I love that Georgie said that. And it reminds me of what Sarah Cannon said recently at the Romance Author Mastermind Convention, was that basically we keep assigning, like we think, okay, I'm going to plan out my first quarter. I have 90 days. So I'm going to write a book in that 90 days. But also I'm going to produce a video a week in that 90 days. And also I'm going to post on social media every day. And also, and so instead of having 90 days worth of work, we have like 540 days worth of work that we're trying to cram into 90 days. And we do exactly what you say. Instead of getting like 2 projects already like completely finished, we end up with a little bit done on 15 projects and nothing finished to show for it at the end of that time, which, if you're some people, that's a better system of working. For me, I'd rather have 1 book finished and 1 other thing finished than have 15 things that I made progress on but didn't finish.
Yeah.
I mean, when you start thinking about that, right? How could can I do all these things in 90 days? No, I could not. But then once you figure out what's more important, I feel like then you're more excited and it's easier to get going on the one exciting project or 2 exciting projects than trying to make, what's the expression? Not move ground, make ground. Is it make ground?
I think
You know how you say it out loud and it sounds like it doesn't make any sense?
Break ground. Is that what you mean?
Ground on 15 projects. That's not correct. if you're in the chat and you know it is correct, then please say it. All right. All right. Very nice. Okay. So very good job. Thank you, Caro, for the big like. There was like a whole thing going on before. Shannon says finished a couple of YouTube shorts. Very nice. Shadow's Lair. I don't know what that original thing was, so I'm not even going to try and find it. Becca, still editing. World building. Love, love, love. Pageteer. Hello. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, right. Mary decorated my glucose monitor case with stickers. Okay, good. I'm glad everybody's being productive. Reading while waiting for lunch to finish, and it just finished. All right, fantastic. Very, very nice. Hello, Spence. We are super, super glad to see you here today. Okay. Who's ready for another sprint? Me. I am. Okay, let's do that, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and get this tab up. Let's see if we can do this a little more gracefully than last time. Ooh, so far so good. All right, everybody, here we go. We are going to start our second 20-minute sprint in 3, 1. Sprint. All right. Very, very nice. So, how did everybody do on that last sprint? Let us know in the chat. Very nice. All right. Hold on. I'm not hearing people. Everyone's muted. Say hi, somebody.
Hi.
Oh, I'm not
Hi.
hearing Robert. Is that just me?
Can you hear me now?
Okay.
I
Can you
can hear
guys
you.
hear me? Thumbs up. Yes? No. Okay. That's
Well, I mean,
weird.
I can hear you. You
I
can't hear.
anybody.
Uh,
All right. Hold on.
look at me. I am the host now. Tell us
I
what you
don't-
did. Share your progress.
Wait, hold on. Somebody says something. All right. What is happening?
I hope you all
Oh,
did
thank
well.
you so much. I appreciate that. I don't know. Okay, so let's look at the question. I'm going to figure out why I can't hear anyone. Let me go check on my settings in case somehow those randomly went off. Nope, all good.
How did you do,
Interesting.
Robert?
Michelle, say hi. It's definitely me,
Hello.
Yeah.
I think, because I'm the only one that can't
I can
hear.
hear everybody.
Okay,
Yeah,
here's what we're going to do. I'm going to hop off. You guys stay put, and I will be right back. And then, yeah, I'll see you in a second. And you got everybody in the chat be thinking about what project or task you would back burner in 2023 in order to accomplish your most important goal. So, all right, that's what we're going to talk about. Think, chat. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Okay.
Shoot.
How'd you do, Robert?
I did well. I'm moving right along here, so I'll have my first batch of YouTube scripts done, and I have another one outlined. So if I do it in batches of 4 and I have another one that's ready to go, I'm hoping I'll be bi-weekly with my videos, and that seems doable.
That's so fucking inspiring. I need to take a page from your book. Like, I think I made topics and that was it. And I was like, future me will script these later.
I always mean to do it, and I never do, but
I'm
this year I'm
here,
actually
and I
doing it.
still can't hear anybody.
That is so weird.
I have no idea what this could be.
She needs
But
to go in her
you know what I'm
computer
gonna do?
settings.
I'm gonna take these off. All right. Ooh, crazy hair. Let's try it like this.
Can you hear now?
No thing. I still can't hear you guys. Oh my god.
You should. I was about to tell her to get the
What
horror
is
geek.
happening? Also, look at my hair.
Get
Okay.
your husband.
I literally
to
have no
look at
idea
it. Okay.
why it's not going.
We need a whiteboard to hold up for Lisa.
I know, right?
My tab isn't muted.
How about another sprint?
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Sprint. Sprint.
I think that's what we need to do.
Sprint. Lisa. I'm just gonna keep typing to her in the
Okay.
private chat. Lisa, do us.
I don't know what to do. Oh my god.
Pay attention to me, senpai.
All right, I'm gonna. You guys chat. Sorry, I can't even hear. Like I have to wait.
Read. Go read.
I don't know what you're saying, Caro. I feel like it's really good too. One moment. Okay. I think I can't figure it out. Read the private chat. There is no private. Oh, yes, there is. Hold on. Okay. Sprint. Good point. All right, you guys. Good point. Okay, here we go. Yay. Yeah, let me get back to our screen here. Okay, 20-minute sprint. I'm glad you guys can hear me at least. Okay, here we go, everybody. Let's go ahead and do our last 20-minute sprint. Well, maybe our last. Possibly it's all sprints from here on out. Here we go. Everybody get ready. Fingers on the keyboard. In 3, 2, 1. Sprint.
How you doing?
I can hear people. I'm super excited about that. That is
Hooray.
yay, yay. All right, I am thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled about that. Okay, so I have a question, you guys. We were talking about our big question of the day, which we did not get to because of the gremlins. Yeah. What project or task would you back burner this year in order to accomplish your big goal for 2023? That is our question.
Good
Okay.
question.
Thanks. All right, let's see what we said in the chat. You guys, are you thinking about what you were gonna back burner?
Oh, I've already thought about it.
Yeah. All right. What's your answer, Story Detective?
As usual, it's going to be my YouTube channel. Even though I like it, I would rather put some, good content there for, future readers. As I'm always saying, follow my own advice, because it's great to build up social media and have a bit of a following, but then you just keep putting effort into that and it becomes your job and you're wasting a lot of time you should be doing other things with.
Like
So,
writing books.
Yeah. So it's quality over content for me. And if I can come up with 2 videos a month and be relatively consistent with that, I'll have fun working on my projects and put out something that I can be proud of and not just meeting some YouTube schedule, which is crap anyway.
I love that. I absolutely love that. Very nice. Bravo. How about you, Michelle?
Honestly, it would be, and it will be, the ghostwriting, because that's just the thing that takes time away from my own books, and there are other things I can do to earn money that don't take that same kind of energy.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to be cutting back on that in 2023 for sure.
Absolutely. All right. I'm very glad to hear that. How about you, Kara? What's your big thing?
Probably the same as Robert. And the only reason I would be comfortable with doing that is because if you guys ever go look on my videos or anything I post, I usually have like a bit link in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I use that wherever I post my work at. And I pretty much don't see anybody click on anything from YouTube. So YouTube isn't really helping me do my big goal, which is make money. Mm-hmm. And the one time I was monetized, I kept getting hit by third-party people trying to claim that I was copyright infringing. And even after I provided evidence saying I wasn't, that 24-hour span of when you can make money on videos had already passed. So it's like, And
I've had that happen too. It sucks.
Yeah. And I'm not really a salacious person in the sense that I like to talk about sensitive topics with a strong opinion. So my likelihood of making money in a niche audience of AuthorTube is pretty. So I'm really just kind of here so that way if people want to look me up and know who I am, this is kind of like my visual resume, because I've gotten 2 jobs from people that basically went and creeped on me. And they went and looked at the videos that I made. It's like, oh yeah, you know what you're talking about. We'll bring you onto the team. And I'm like, cool, thanks.
That is nice though, right? That's out there. So I have, you guys know I was really excited to launch podcasts this year. And that is the thing I'm back burnering in favor of writing books, because when I had that sort of, come to the mountain moment, I realized I can't do both of those things at the same that YouTube and all the other, little projects that I have going on at any given time. So until I have enough time to devote to that, I'm going to put that on the back burner. It was really hard to decide that, because my brain's like, oh, that doesn't take very long. I could just do that. Yeah. So anyway, there we go. All right, you guys, I'm going to go back into the chat and see what we've got. Here we go. Okay, so Shannon says YouTube long form content videos. So that's what she's going to be giving up or considering back burnering this year in exchange for bigger priorities. All right, Mary says she's going to consider placing Shadows of the Past on the back burner officially. I've been so focused on it for so many years, it's going nowhere, but I'm having a hard time letting go. So I think that in that case, like using that phrase, back burnering, like you're not abandoning it. It's not gone forever. It's just simmering on the back right now while you work on projects that are right, are more important or have.
Oh, Lisa's gone. Well, maybe not so coincidentally, Mary. I'm writing a YouTube script that talks about people's passion projects, and how so few of them get finished because they usually are very big, epic stories, big cast, especially for complicated thinkers. We want to write a story that reflects who we are, and we put so much into that initial story that it's like we don't learn all the parts before we assemble that Star Cruiser. We just want to put it together and make it look cool, and it's a hell of a lot of work.
It's right. That's absolutely right. That is absolutely right. Yeah, exactly. So, and I don't know why I disappeared. I just disappeared just a minute ago.
Like, this is not your day.
It's really not. StreamYard is like, I feel like actively attacking me at this point. Okay, so Heather, gathering folks to be on panels. I'm hosting for a conference in February, online a conference called Neurodivergent Publishing Conference. That is fantastic. So that's not what you're backburnering. That is
she just said that's what she's doing.
That's your one of your big projects for this year. All right. That sounds cool though. Definitely. I think especially in this community, like there's a real need for that. Shadows Lair says, definitely what I constantly backburner, my poor neglected YouTube channel. Raise your hand if you've ever neglected your YouTube channel. Very nice.
I gotta write books, yo.
I know, right? Vixen, long form social media, going to do just one long form video a month. Good. Love that. Every month I say I try to do multiple videos, but I never really have the time. I can do one a month and that's all I'm going to do. So stop trying to force it. That's great.
Mm-hmm. That's great. And there's people that do put out a video a month and do very well. It's just that their content is pretty spot on and they take their time to produce it well and they have better results. And a lot of those people are outside of AuthorTube, by the way, and they're doing their own thing. They're not trying to conform to group rules,
Right.
Rules. Who made these rules?
Yeah, exactly.
Rules. Yeah, right. Exactly. All right. So Eva, editing clients to write or writing for editing clients. If it comes to that, I'm not sure which way I go. Lots can happen in a year. Very nice. Very, very nice. And Heather says, yes, absolutely. It is a very big passion project. I love that. I'm going to go hop back in the earlier comments that I missed. Because I was having technical difficulties. All right, thank you very much for all of this. I really appreciate it. Very nice. Okay, so that was it. Okay. All right. I'm kind of surprised. I thought you guys would have more stuff. Mm-hmm. Oh no, now I've lost the comment that I highlighted. Oh good, there it is. Okay. I am kind of surprised. I thought, who's not giving up anything? Let's do that. Who's like, I've got my plans. I'm just going to organize my way into this and I'm going to accomplish every single one. Or they're not yet. That would be you. And so I was going to say, or you're not a person that overschedules yourself, right? Because you, Caro, are always all about like, don't schedule yourself like you're going to have the flu the whole time. And that way, when you do have the flu the whole time, you're not going to be 17 months behind schedule after 1 month. Yeah.
November was a great reminder of what it's like to work when you're like dying.
Yes. I feel like a lot of people, I mean, I was sick for like a good 3 weeks during that time. Which I think mine was like closer to October into November, but I was like out. I just couldn't do it.
It was kind of funny because I got the beverage bug because I don't want you to get dinged on YouTube. And I still went to work. And so I was in one meeting at work. And of course, like my peer was looking at me and he was like, Caro, when you're sick, you're supposed to take the day off. And I was like, no, I have work to do.
It won't be well done. It's just going to be super tenderized by the time you come back to it. It's just been simmering all day. It smells delicious. It's going to be great.
It's like a crock pot.
It is like a crock pot. It is like
We're
a
gonna
crock pot.
crock pot that.
It is hard for me to do that because I am very excitable about new projects, which is in one way great because that is one of the things that helps propel me through projects when I don't have a paycheck coming or this or that. You know what I mean? Like that sort of internal motivation is a good thing. The bad thing, of course, is like when you're like, there's no possible way any human could complete all of these tasks.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Stacy says, this is the first nano that I have not spent at least a week sick. This time was only 2 days and I'd already won. What? That's awesome.
Nice. It was the first I won in several years too. And that was a good feeling. But, you know, I've had times when, you know, I'm writing and I'm writing well for long periods and then I hit that wall. And there's time when I worked on my YouTube channel and got stuck in that rabbit hole. And, you know, it's about balance. One project can fuel another, and I think it's good to have a couple of things that
for sure
interest you, but you have to be careful that one doesn't overtake the other.
Yeah. Well, or for me, if it does, it should be writing books and not all the other things to support writing books. That's
when you're flowing on that, keep flowing.
Right. That's it. And that is always the biggest challenge for me because I could do a million projects to support my writing, but the best thing that I can do for that is to write more books.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're doing these marketing activities in lieu of writing, which is my default, right? I will slow down on writing and do more on other stuff, which is terrible. If you're an author, not a good plan. But that's what I do. All right. Stacy has not decided what they want to prioritize this coming year.
Books.
And I love this comment from Amy. I'm not giving anything up. You can have my projects when you pry them out of my cold, overprotected fingers.
That's because she's got outside assistants like me to like pop in and be kind of like Amy.
That's my usual stance. Like I can do everything.
You know what I also learned this year? And I tried different things. I even tried getting back to my art, and I realized art is not fueling me the way it used to. But when I worked on a couple of different writing projects, and I made them both very different techniques, different genres, I found that actually helped. And I was actually producing more writing because I was working on a couple of different things.
Wow.
When I was planning, when I was writing, or when I was writing, you know, in one genre and another genre. And suddenly that started fueling me. So you have to experiment.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely the truth.
I feel really inspired when I make money. That like really does it for me. It fuels everything.
Yeah, so speaking of that, one of my writing clients, book coaching clients, is a woman named Renee Rose, who is a 7-figure romance author, and she has just written a book and released it called Right to Riches. And I think that oh my God, it's happening again. I completely lost my train of thought. Oh, money. One of the things that she talks about is celebrating every time you make money. And then I think I mentioned to you guys that I love this book, Get Rich, Lucky Bitch. And one of the things
I read it. It's good.
Right. One of the things that the author Denise something Thomas, DDT, says to do is every time you get paid for this thing that you love. So on royalty day, you should make a note in your calendar or, you know, and this is one of the things Renee talks about it. And my planner got like a little shout out in her book because like whenever I make royalties or money, I put a little sparkly money sticker. See, look, money bag.
I know in one of her books, she says she checks her finances every day. And I was like, that would fucking hurt me. But I've been doing it since I read the book. And it
every
definitely,
day.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to preface this because I know there's some people that are like, I can't do that. No.
Right.
But for me, it's kind of is a little bit of a motivator. So like, you know, today I made 2 cents. I'm like, fuck yeah, 2 goddamn cents. It's mine. Right.
Right.
At least until the taxes come. But
wait a minute. Are you saying you made 2 cents in royalties yesterday?
I
Or
made 2
today?
cents in today so far.
You are killing it, girl.
You were waiting to use that. But you know, yesterday when I was like, I didn't sell anything. I was like, maybe I should remind people I have a book out. So like, I just do like something out. Like, yo guys, I got a book, and then I moved on with my life. Like, I didn't make it a big deal. So
I think there's something great about that too, especially if you're looking at what you're earning cumulatively, which is awesome, because then you just see like your little mountain of money going up, 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 up. And if it's $27 at the end of the year, who cares? It went up, up, up all year. You can make more money next year. You can figure out what you did that moved the needle and all that stuff. I know when I first looked at that, like looking every day to see what you're earning, it like made me kind of go like that. Like same thing. I'm like, I think a lot of times people are weird about money. I certainly came out. I don't feel like I am so much anymore, but I spent most of my life being really weird about money and thinking that one of the greatest things about being an author was that an agent had to ask for more money, not you. So that's where I started. That's not where I am now, but that's where I started. And but what happens is you look forward to it, and then also you're super aware of where you are at any given time. And that's not necessarily something that's going to work great for everybody, but it definitely kept me really on track, and it's definitely worked for me. All right, here we go. Is The Right to Riches book heavy on woo? I cringe about woo books. Yes, it is heavy on the woo. Yeah, it is heavy on the woo, but also
it's got good stuff in there.
It does. And also, whether you're a big believer in the woo or not, one of the things that you see in this book and also in Get Rich Lucky Bitch is, which you guys should know, I never ever use that word, literally only for the title of this book. I do not use it.
I use it all the time.
I use rich.
I'm a vulgar person.
No, it's not that. It's like a feminist thing. Anyway, but one of the things that the book does is really encourage you to sort of look at like your ideas about money. Like, do you believe that rich people are all jerks? Do you believe that there's not enough money to go around, and if you're super rich, somebody else has to be poor? And just acknowledging your sort of early beliefs about money and maybe how they're stopping you is like worth the price of admission, I think.
Yeah. You really do have to have a different attitude in terms of making money, because it does affect things. Money can be a great motivator. A little praise can be a great motivator too, but you know, good reviews, bad reviews, they all come.
They do. That is true. But it is right. It doesn't have to be depressing though, if you're thinking about it like every day I make more money as an author. Like if you frame it the right way, it doesn't have to be depressing. It can actually be really like exciting and make you enthusiastic. If I make 10 cents total, that's 10 cents more than drinking beer or like whatever brings a person simple joy would bring. I don't like beer, but it's the example I use. Yes, very good. Thank you for dropping Duffield. That's her last name.
Duffield Thomas. Oh, that's why we can't remember.
Denise Duff. I always remember it's DDT, but I for whatever reason, like I'm always perplexed about the name in the middle. All right, you guys, we are now at 1 o'clock and it is time for us to get rolling. I feel like this was a really good conversation. Yay. And I'm so sorry for all the technical difficulties. Oh my gosh.
It's all your fault.
Everything.
I know. Take responsibility. Go.
StreamYard killing me today. All right, let's go ahead and do our outros really fast before we go today. We are going to, just for you guys who came in a little bit later, we're going to be taking off 2 weeks for the holiday. We will be back doing our weekly Wednesday writing stream on Wednesday, January 4th. All right, Story Detective, tell us a little about you before we go.
I was just looking up that book on Audible since I got my recent credits. So my channel is Story Detective, and I take various forms of storytelling and place it under a Sherlockian microscope, break down the craft, and give it to the viewers to make your craft journey easier. And interesting videos coming this year, I hope.
Yay! We're super excited about that. Thank you so much for being here on our. I just realized it's our very last stream of 2022.
Yeah.
Michelle, thank you
Hi.
so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, Lisa. I'm Michelle Schusterman. I'm a middle grade and young adult author, and my channel is Writing Workshops, Traditional Publishing Chat, and Writing Blogs.
Thank you so much, and happy holidays to you, Carol Brown.
Hello, my name is Kara Brown. I'm an urban fantasy author. I also write romance under the name of Faye Black. My channel is about me talking about evergreen content for writing, bitching about publishing, and doing productivity streams. You're welcome to attend at any time. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome to it. You will not be stopped at the door. You've got an all-access pass from Carol.
Come on in.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lisa Daly. Thank you so much for being here today. As you guys know, I'm a hybrid author of romance and nonfiction. And if you want to write a book you're super proud of and get it published, I hope you will start here. You guys are so awesome. I'm so glad that you have been with us all year. This is one of my favorite things to do every week. So thank you for being so awesome. And I hope you all have a wonderful, happy holiday. We definitely love you guys. All right. Bye, everybody.
Take care, everybody.